another meeting, yet another one for BetterHobby. I wanted to give you guys a short little update, kind of as to what is going on. Damn, I'm already at 77. Okay. Headed into Winston-Salem today for a meeting, so that should be nice. First, I gotta go by Publix, though, and buy a shitload of Magic Mind. Yes, did you hear me, Magic Mind? I just shouted you out. So now, you need to give me money, because I promote your product more than fucking anybody, swear. But anyways, so today, basically, what we're going to break down a little bit are a couple of updates and things that have been going on with BetterHobby. So the beta, there is a very soft launch beta that's going on right now. So if you would like to become one of the testers, then simply reach out to us, comment beta on here, or reach out to us in any way that you can, and we'll get you the beta access if I think, you know, that you're trying to provide some valuable feedback. Sorry, I got this fucking KT tape. I've got a really messed up shoulder and neck, pinched nerve, I think, and I've got this KT tape all over, and it hurts like hell still, but KT tape helps a lot. But it's been on for a couple of days now, so it's starting to itch. If anyone's had KT tape on before, you know what the hell I am talking about. But, so BetterHobby, sorry, driving, fucking not paying attention. Just got banned on TikTok too. Good job, guys. I literally had my phone in a holder and getting banned on TikTok for, I don't know, like a day or something. So BetterHobby, anyway. So the app, we've got a ton of updates to it right now. For the app that is for the greatest fucking collector. Hopefully a couple of people that see this video knows what the hell that means. Shout out Jake. But, so the app is coming out very soon. We've done a lot of really, really cool updates to it. The beta is live for people to join, but I want to tell you guys a little bit about what it is. So, essentially, this is your financial companion in the hobby. And if you are someone that has, like, for example, someone that needs to stay on a strict budget, this is 1000% for you. If you watch Financial Audit, if you do anything that has to do with budget in general, and it means anything to you when you're collecting, whatever you're collecting, cards, coins, I don't give a shit, you're going to need this program. So we've got the basics and the infrastructure built out, but we're adding in something really, really cool. I'm going to a meeting right now with a guy who's trying to pitch us his new API program, but we've got access to a couple of APIs, the ones that we need. And so we are going to have inside the app real-time market data, market trends, everything. Sold, availability, all types of stuff. And you're probably saying, yeah, but there's like 8 million apps that tell you your market research and all that shit, right? Tons of them. Okay, the difference with our app, we're taking that data and what we're using it with, so I don't know what the hell happened there. So anyways, so let's say you're going after a Charizard, something like that. Okay, it'll be able to look at your spending, and if you go into the wish list or goals function, it'll be able to analyze your spending, our AI companion with our AI companion and the market data, the sold comps, it's going to be able to take your budget and your spending, analyze it together, show you the best strategies to achieve those goals, aka purchases, and also the ability to analyze all of your spending, tell you where you can improve, show you where the profit losses, that, so to speak, it kind of explains itself from that point on. So that's the big thing that we're going to be doing with APIs. We have a ton of new features into the app right now, the program right now, and we're going to be partnering with Collectors MD, which is an amazing organization. I just joined their board of directors, but the app is going to be for anyone. If you're someone that is on a budget, this app is going to be for you. If you are someone that watches Financial Audit and all those shows, or has to worry in any way, shape, or form about your spending in the hobby, in any hobby that you have, you're going to want this program. If you are someone that has 55 spreadsheets, sell a lot on eBay, any of that shit, this is going to be for you. We already have eBay integration in there. So for your sales tracking and everything, simply connect to eBay, all that pulled in. We also already have the eBay data on our wish list. When you add in a wish list, when you add in stuff you're looking for, it's already going to pull up available listings for you and things like that. The whole goal behind the app is to promote healthier and more responsible spending in the hobby. There's way too many people out there that are spending literally tens of thousands of dollars on programs such as Whatnot, and then leaving the hobby a month later. That does nothing. I don't care what industry you're in, if it's coins, if it's Pokemon, if it's sports cards, if it's fucking V-Friends, which I can't find a box of that to save my life. I mean, I can find overpriced hobby boxes, but damn if I can't find a blaster. But essentially, it's to promote smarter, healthier, better spending in the hobby. So we have a ton of updates, like I said, coming to it. The API being added is going to be huge, because the whole thing that this program does is once you set your budget, it's going to work with you and help you with healthier spending, smarter spending, more strategic spending. And so when you add in the AI function in addition to the to the API, lots of fucking abbreviations here, just know data. When you add in all of that together, you get an incredibly powerful tool. And so that's what we've been building right now over at BetterHobby. Like I said, the beta is live now. A full launch beta is going to be very, very soon. We will have that and have access for everybody. We do not know right now how the app is going to be structured. I know majority of it is going to be free, but I don't know if we are going to go with the free/premium services aspect, or if we're actually looking into possibly going down the nonprofit route as well. We're not really sure. That's some decisions that we're making this week. Well, really like in the next 12, 14 hours. But the API data, getting that involved with the program that we're building is going to be huge, because it's actually going to analyze your spending habits and help lay out a roadmap for whatever your collecting goals are, and stop this bullshit jumping on Whatnot late night, spending 10 grand, people leaving the hobby. That's not what we need, guys. Look, if you're a breaker or anybody, you hear a budgeting app come out, you get scared. You say, oh no, shit. That means that so-and-so isn't gonna come, I want this guy to come in and spend 5 grand in my room. That's $5,000 of profit for me. Okay. Do you want to actually be budgeting, knowing what they're doing, following a plan, and then instead of maybe spending 5 grand in a week on Whatnot, realizing they're in way over their head, selling all their shit at a card show and leaving? I have tons of those transactions. Every show I set up at, almost every weekend. Maybe, just maybe, we get some people that spend responsibly, keep spending, stay in the hobby longer, and don't march right the fuck out the door once they realize that some of this shit is bullshit and they shouldn't be jumping into a million breaks, shouldn't be jumping on Whatnot every single night and spending 5 grand. I mean, it's that simple. So if you're a breaker or anybody, you should want to use this program. You should want to promote this program, because it is going to help your customers spend more responsibly and hopefully keep people in the hobby, because that's the biggest issue right now. And so that's what the app is going to be doing. It's promoting healthy and responsible spending in the hobby. Like I said, we're going to be working with Collectors MD. I'm really excited about that. But we are adding in API research with our AI and all of our other data and our RIP tracker and everything. And what that's going to be able to do is you're going to set your budget, you're going to set your goals, you're going to have your outline of your plan, you're going to have your monthly reports, all that type of shit. You're going to have the tax center, you're going to have all that stuff. But it's going to analyze it, and it's going to help you come up with the smartest roadmap to achieving those goals. It's going to help you, it's going to show you a healthy way to get there. So if you actually follow the app and follow the program and what it's supposed to do, it's incredible. And let's say budget's not an option to you. Let's say you don't give a shit about budget. You can spend as much money as you want on whatever hobby, or let's say you're a vendor like myself. Well, the eBay integration to track sales, to track your buys, to the API integration on there, the tax center, it's literally your monthly reports. You can literally treat this instead of the 25 Google Docs you have or whatever it is that you're using to do all of this work with. This program does it all for you, keeps it all right there, gives you the option to have all of the AI coach in addition to the reality check, which gives you the healthy roadmap to get to that option, gives you your monthly reports all laid out, so you don't have to do shit except for input data. And the one thing that we are consistently doing is every update we're making it to where you have to input less manually. You know, we've got photos, we've got the ability to add photos, things like that in there. What the hell does that say? So we've got a lot of, damn, it's bouncing. Sorry about that. So we've got a lot of really cool features that are coming, that are already on the site for the beta. But once the API is in there, it is a game changer, because not only is it the market data that 8 million other apps have, but it's actually you and exactly what your goals are to make you, once again, the greatest fucking collector. I hope at least one person that sees this video gets what the hell this hat is. But it's so funny when I see someone in public that does recognize what the hat is. If you don't know what it is, it's Jake's. But it's so funny because I'll be in like Walmart or somewhere and they'll be like, "Get fucked, cunt," and I'm like, ah. I'm like, they know what the hat means. But yeah. So going to a meeting now with a guy who I know is going to try and get us to use his API. Probably not going to happen, but we'll see. But if you guys are interested in using the beta, if you're someone that does want to check out everything that we're doing, simply comment beta on the video or the live, whatever the hell this is, and I'll get you the information over. We're not giving it out to just everybody yet, because we're still, like I said, building in the features. And we're still debating on, is this going to be a freemium thing? Is this going to be I mean, honestly, we may be registering as a nonprofit here. Because if you're someone that's in an addictive state, if you are someone that legitimately has an addictive personality, cannot control spending, cannot control anything like that, this is your AA. This is your helper. This is your sponsor. There is going to be live support for that if you need it too. But, and we already have that integrated, we just haven't rolled it out because we're in beta, but there will be actual live support. But that's why we built in the streaks, the accountability trackers, the things like that, is if you do have a problem with that, but you want to stay on the budget, you don't want to leave the hobby you love, and like I said, this is not for sports cards, this is not for TCG, this is not for coins, this is for fucking anything. I don't care what it is, okay? I don't care. I don't care. I want you to use it in any way, shape, or form, because the idea is to promote healthier spending. And like I said, any breaker or person out there that's thinking, well, no, I don't want that. I want this guy to come in and spend $5,000 and then leave. Do you really? Because would you rather him spend $5,000 in a week? Ow, that hurt my neck. $5,000 in a week and then leave? Or would you rather him know what the hell he's doing, have a roadmap to what he's doing, stay in the hobby for 10 years, become your fucking regular, and then is sitting there spending thousands of dollars a week because he's actually spending responsibly and participating in, I continually call it a hobby, but because that's what we call it, but this is a massive industry. And look, guys, I've been in it for 20 years, like, not just collecting. I've been collecting for 40 something, like, well, 30 something. But I've been in it as a business for over 20 years. I've seen millions and millions of people screw just massive horror stories. And everybody knows somebody like that. I guarantee you, if you see this video, you stayed this long, you found this part, whatever the fuck, you know somebody that spends way too much money on whatnot, that spends way too much money on breaks, on Fanatics Live, whatever the hell it may be. And honestly, I love seeing so many people coming into this space, whether it's sports cards, TCG, everything. I absolutely love it. But I would like them to stay. You know, everyone talks about, like, the big correction and all that shit that's going to happen in these markets. There's going to be corrections. Things go up and down. The market always corrects itself and settles itself. But wouldn't it be nice if when that market settled and when everything happened that, oh, I don't know, some people stayed? Like, maybe the market correction is people spending healthier and making it an actual sustainable market that can last. I mean, I know it's crazy to even consider, it seems, but hey, maybe, just maybe, we can get that done. So anyway, there's 20 minutes of me talking to you about BetterHobby. If you guys are interested, please let me know. We'll have the full we'll have a soft beta launch coming out soon where people can test the features, the free features and the premium features. And then we will have an official rollout. We're hoping for a full rollout of at least all the free features and everything. We're hoping for a full rollout in the next couple of weeks. Premium features, things like that, may take a little bit longer, and I'm going to tell you right now, we already have a roadmap of where this thing is going and what BetterHobby is going to become. It is going to become an app that is used. If you're a hobbyist, it's going to be an app that's going to be on the front page of your screen. The roadmap that we have, and we already know how we're getting there and everything. It's just a matter of funding and building, and we're doing it right. We're not just making something and throwing it out there and praying to God. You know, we're focusing on this, and we're going to see if we can make it work the right way. And you know, working with companies like Collectors MD and stuff like that is a big part of that process, because working with them gives us our target audience. It gives us literally the exact people that we want and that we need. So, you know, looking forward to that as well. I also just realized I have a bunch of my friends' cards. I know I'm driving, but I don't really give a shit. I got a bunch of cards in here. An Aaron Judge. My buddy can sign some cards with me. Oh, there's all his autographs are in here, dude. Let's see what's in here while we're driving. That'll make for a wonderful video for someone to see. Oh, there's also a random kicker. There's also a Jaime Fairburn. What the fuck? My buddy ripped a case of Inception, and he's like, bro, I'm going out of town. Please sell this for me. And I'm like, okay, I'll sell it for you. Like, I don't mind, bro. My neck is killing me tonight. This is not cool. Apparently, the autos are in here too, or at least some of them. Anything worth a damn? People keep asking about him. Shane Merida. His autos in there. Tyler Callahan. Who the fuck is that? Oh, Chase Dolander. Nice Dolander he had. But, anyway, yeah. So, there's an update on BetterHobby. If you guys guys are interested in the beta, checking it out, let me know. But I'm telling you, this thing is going to be massive. You guys are going to love it. I cannot wait for it to come out. But I am arriving at Publix, and then I gotta go meet. I gotta go have this lunch meeting. So hopefully I'll be back on later. Maybe have some really cool, interesting news for you guys. But the biggest news and the biggest thing of all right here is that the API data is coming into BetterHobby. So we will have the sold comps, the market trends, and everything. But ours being so different is that in it, unlike every app in the fucking world that has that, this is actually going to work with you and within your limits to help analyze and help you spend responsibly, save money, and hopefully cut out some of the bullshit. And if you're an addict, if you're someone that has an addictive personality, have trouble controlling spending, like I said, this is going to be your fucking sponsor, your AA, everything, live support, all of it. So we're really looking forward to getting this out there. I gotta go though. I'll talk to you soon. You guys have a wonderful day.